Well, good evening to all of you watching tonight. My name's Mr. Cadclay, and this is something a little bit different from me. Normally I'm calling the exciting action of No Limits Wrestling, but today I'm sat here to tell a different story. A story of cheer and magic, and a story which is basically a rip-off of another well-known classic, and also basically a rip-off of an NLW story that I did a couple of years ago. But regardless of that, let me get into the tale. I hope you're sitting comfortably. Let's begin. 'Twas a frosty winter's evening, in a town full of cheer. NLW wrestlers loved this time of year. Families get together, magic's in the air. Even the demon celebrates without a care. It's a time of celebration, invite friends to get in touch. Many enjoyed the occasion. Kevin Owens, not so much. Charlotte gave out gifts with her own sense of flair. Undertaker found more joy, however, giving others a scare. Sting stared mysteriously through the frosted glass, while Stone Cold opened a can of whoop-ass. Van Dam got high, atop the tree, to place the final star. There were also plenty of drinks to be had. I am the law! AJ Styles cooked up a phenomenal feast, even one enough to satisfy the beast. The Young Bucks baked a cake, too sweet to resist. We've just been hit with a cease and desist. Carolers knocked on doors and sang, but one unlucky singer felt the bang! But not all felt joy. One was left out, a bitter, grouchy creature who is rarely seen about. Atop a high mountain, in a cold, dark cave, the abominable STROWMAN was too bitter to save. No Christmas glee, no friends at all. There was no one this monster could dial up and call.
This has to be the worst time of year. I hate all those wrestlers that are happy with cheer. They look in disgust whenever I'm near. I'll give those traitors something to fear.
The brawny beast plotted. He'd yell and he'd bellow. But one wrestler wanted to help this poor fellow. Lita had heard stories of this monstrous brawn, how he'd been shut away to a life filled with scorn. Many knew of this monster's sad plight, but Lita wanted to do what was right. Away from the party, she headed west. Finding Brawn would be a mighty quest. Meanwhile, the beast plotted to take all the fun, to ruin the season for everyone.
That'll show them that they've treated me wrong. They won't be enjoying Christmas for long.
Lita wanted to find out more, to help this monster, who most just deplore. She found the address of one with concern, of his son Brawn's well-being, and his tragic downturn. Are you Brawn's father? Lita asked. Why, yes I am. But I don't have long, so I'll make this fast. Bray told a tale of his son's turn for the worse, how his family was under the spell of a curse. It's a genetic condition, we're all born with a beard, but the other kids just found him weird. He was a nice boy, but his classmates were too cruel. They teased him and made fun of him, he felt like a fool. One Christmas set him off, he threw a fit. As a joke, they got him a shaving kit. Since then, he's lived in a cave that's so grim, plotting revenge on those who have wronged him. Lita hoped to reach out and help this poor man, but Brawn was masterminding an evil plan.
I'll replace their presents with trash, that'll make them think now their Christmas mornings will stink.
Wait, yelled Lita. I'm here to set you free.
Why?
Replied Brawn.
No one cares about me.
That's not true. I care, and so does Bray.
Papa? No, I'll have my way. If you want to be spared, I suggest you leave.
But Christmas isn't what you perceive. They said mean things, but evil isn't the way. A greater reward is brightening one's day. The giant was confused at this kind act. Lita was unsure how he'd react. Come to our town, just for a bit.
Fine,
replied Brawn, and they were off in a split. How would he react? This all seemed so new. The STROWMAN didn't know what to do. The wrestlers were dumbfounded and struck with fear. They'd shunned this monster year after year. We've all been so selfish to shut you away. Won't you join us for dinner and stay? Brawn was overwhelmed. He couldn't believe the apologies and kindness he was here to receive.
Thank you,
Brawn said, with a tear in his eye.
This was all I truly wanted.
He began to cry. We're sorry for hurting you all this time.
I'm sorry for plotting a heinous crime.
The Strowman was happy, and was no longer feared. Isn't he that kid freak with the beard?
Run!
Well, it was the thought that counted, but it didn't work out. But isn't that what the season's about? Yes, the story ends in a violent fight, but to you, Merry Christmas, and to all, a good night. One excellent tale. A tale of redemption, and maybe it ended in violence, but at the end of the day, Christmas is about reaching out and helping people, and even if it bites you back on the ass. I've been F. Cadclay L. Merry Crit.
You specifically told me you were going to need me for this Christmas skit.
I'm sorry, you weren't something else.
You told me it was going to be a commissioner's carol.
Well, I'm sorry, the abominable Strowman pun was just a better pun.
You have robbed me of showing my range as an actor. Screw you.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, you asshole.